Yes, team. Are you ready to spice up your match day? Welcome to Match Bingo, the most fun you'll ever have watching football, cricket, or darts. It's very simple. You'll get 15 random in-game actions like a yellow card, corner, goal, or a nutmeg. And just like the classic bingo, the first to match a full line wins. There's a prize for the first line, second line, and the almighty full house. Scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to sign up. Deposit a minimum of £5 and you'll be boosted with a 200% deposit increase. That's right, triple your play power just like that. Each card is only £2 and this is UK only, so you know it's built for you. So whether it's football, cricket, darts, Match Bingo is a place to be. It's fun, it's interactive, and it's time to yell, let's Match Bingo. Yes, people. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. As always, man, we're vibing today. New day. So thank God we're above Earth. Shout out to everyone in the building already. There's 98, probably over 100 people in the building as well. So love for the love as always. Like the video on the way in, guys, and subscribe. Obviously, if there's something that's being said that triggers you, then yeah, by all means, dislike it if you want to. But you already know how we start the day, man. But big up Sav in the building as well. We normally do our mental health check-in, make sure the people them are all good. There's a poll in the chat as well, guys. I'd love to know how you guys are feeling. But Sav, I know I was asking you backstage, yeah, but I don't know where I want the mic, bro. So chat, let me know, man. I don't know if I want it near my mouth or
Burn up, bro. You want mic by your mouth? That's a Michelle blood. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
No, like I'm saying here. Now that sounded mad. I'm playing it back in my head now. Do I want mic near my mouth? That is mad. No, apologies. That's too early for that still. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, I don't know where I want it to be, here or where do I want it here? I don't know. Where do you guys get the best sound quality from? Because I want to make sure the experience is.
Bro, the mic, that's a bad boy mic, bro. The sound quality is going to be from wherever you pull it, bro.
That sounds bad as well.
I said sound quality, bro. There ain't no bun up in that, bro. Listen, don't try it, bro. Don't try to get yourself out of that, bro. You
know? No, just seeing in it where it like chat. Let me know where's the best quality there, or
it's
like
not the quality, bro. It's just how it looks aesthetically, bro. It's how you want it. How do you like?
Yeah, I don't know what I want though, man. I'm very indecisive sometimes when it comes to like simple stuff in life. To the side. All right. Man said to the side. All right, I hear it, man.
What did man say in the bathroom? What?
Nah, Johnny, what are we doing here, bro? What do you mean in the... What are we doing? Wait. Now you need to explain yourself before we carry on with the stream.
Yeah, that's what I said. Scraps is no different, bro. Like this, it's a you know what I mean? It's a condenser mic, bro. So you know what I mean?
All right, fair enough. Next door in your lip. Nah, that's crazy, man. You man are crazy, bro.
You know what I mean? Which is what you called, bro.
No, I was just asking, bro, because I just want to know in it, like, if it's like here, do I need to talk directly in it?
You're not listening to what I said, bro. I'm telling you what it is, bro.
All right.
It's like it's your mic is a condenser mic and it can switch to omnidirectional, bro. So if it's omnidirectional, it doesn't matter where. If it's condenser and it's right there, then you have to speak directly to where it is. But you could pull it off camera and you could still be able to hear it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, listen. I'll take Savage's advice. He knows his stuff, so I'll go with that. But big up to everyone that's locked in the building, man. Big up to everyone already hit. Guys, listen, it's magic because even though I remember some of you guys' like logos and stuff or badge or deep display picture, your names have all changed. That your names are random stuff. So I can't. So I'm just gonna big you all up all together. But love for the love as always, man. Like you guys got like numbers at the end. There's like different letters in, like there's lines, but it's crazy. I don't know if you guys see the same thing, but obviously big up to the members and the mods. You guys, for some reason, have stayed the same, which is great. Which is great. It's easier for me to. Nah, relax. I saw that as well. What's up? How are you today, bro? Before we get going.
I'm all right, man. I don't feel sorry for myself today, so that's good.
the weather is kind of better today, and it's not the sun's not out for me. I don't know what for you, but it is still a bit warmish.
Yeah, from the window you can't tell that the sun's out. It just looks regular out there, but I know it's hot. It's just all right, man. It's always the first day of like when it's when it goes from being a nice like cool to really hot. It's the first day that bothers me, bro. Apart from that, I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a creature of habit in it, so most time when people ask me this question, it's gonna be the same shit every day, bro. Because I need discipline and structure. So yeah, man, trained, work, edited, and then yeah, man, some streams now. And then when I jump off the stream, I'll just go back to doing some more workout plans and that, bro. But yeah, man, can't complain. It's all good.
Yeah, Nah, I'm with you on that as well, man. I need the season to now start, bro. I can't. It's not that I can't deal with it. It's just that I need us to be playing football, man. I want to get back into like watching the games and on a weekly basis and just analyzing the game, seeing obviously all the new signings as well, how well they're doing, how well they're performing, getting to see their first goals as well, seeing if do you know what I mean? Like under the actual pressure of a Premier League game. That's what I want to see now. Seeing pre-season, seeing the Charity Shield, Community Shield. I've seen it now. Now I want to see us against other Premier League teams now and see what we're about, what we're really about. Because them first 5 games, you got Arsenal in it, Everton in it, Newcastle in it. So we've got some real tests coming up throughout the at least in those first 5. So yeah, man, need to see that. But
yeah, just set the standard for the season if you can get through them games. But how are you anyway?
I'm all right, man. Actually, today. I think from a streaming standpoint, I was just saying to you because I'm going to be away for the weekend, just trying to plan to make sure, you guys, the people in the building as well, you guys get the content out there, but also try and structure it around so I'm not being distracted when I'm with the family because that's one thing I don't want to be. Yeah. But at the same time, it's already structured, it's already planned, so I need to find a way to get it out. So that I think that's the only thing bugging me today. Trying to plan how I get those out, so at least then I don't have to think about it. Because you know me, bro. Like it's similar to what you like. We not even from a procrastination level, but we need things to be in order. And if it's out, then it goes all out. Then we're just overthinking stuff. So I need to basically make sure I get these videos out. So you guys could see 2 videos today. You could see 3. It could be one of those days again where loads of videos are going out for you guys. But let's see, man. Let's see. But from a topic standpoint, Sav, I want to start off with the first topic. Let's go to this view, right? They're burning Isak's shirt now, bro. That's what's going on in Newcastle. Yesterday we had a conversation around. They said reportedly shouldn't go to the city centre on his own. I don't think he would have anyway. I don't see why he would need to. But I get it. Maybe from a travelling standpoint, maybe to go and get a few bits and pieces. But 9 times out of 10, most footballers don't do it. They have family members that go and get stuff for them anyway. But we've seen this before, and the conversation isn't around we're gonna critique the Newcastle fans for this because we've seen our own fan base, not everyone, but we've seen people within it that's burnt shirts. Seen Gerrard's shirt get burned when he was linked to Chelsea. Seen Coutinho's shirt getting burnt. I've seen players' shirt getting burnt. But when we're talking about, my main question would be, and main topic would be around, there's no coming back now for Isak and Newcastle, especially if you're a player and you see this. Like, I've not seen a player, apart from probably Gerrard is the only one I've seen, that stayed at a club after I've seen him burn the shirt, bro. Like, I'm not saying he's solely going to make his decision based on this. Obviously, there's other factors, better club, probably even more money, let's say, better chance of winning trophies, not from a disrespectful standpoint, but just is what it is.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing people just burning the brother's shirt without actually saying anything, without actually reporting. He just reports in it at the end of the day and people close to him. But looking at that, bro, what's your initial thought, bro? Because that's kind of...
to be fair, I expected it. I probably expected it a couple of weeks ago, to be honest, before I even heard too much stuff. I mean, the burning their own shirt is the money that you spend, hard-earned money you spend on the shirt. But I guess if you, I guess you don't have much use for that shirt anymore if you think he's about to leave. I get it. I wouldn't do it myself. That's not what I'm about. But I think the Newcastle fans they seem a bit hurt in it. And I guess if you feel like your club's going in the right direction, you just win your first trophy, you're in the Champions League, and he's a big part of it, one of the major parts of it, then yeah, it probably feels like it's almost like a family member, bro. Just like, yo, you just turned your back on us, bro. So yeah, I get it, man. It's not. I don't have too much to say on the Burn shirt, just because I'm trying to think from the point of view of not what I would do, just in general how these fans feel. Yeah, man, I can imagine, because at this transfer window definitely is making their club feel like they're taking a step backwards, which is not. It's not normal when you've got a club with money and ambition and you're in the Champions League. It's normally the opposite. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I do agree with you. I don't think there's no coming back from it. It can happen, but I doubt it. Gerrard was different because, well, it was from the city, innit? You know what I mean? And it's a little bit different. That Gerrard was made at Liverpool. Like, he's been at the club his whole life. That was the whole thing. And as we know with Trent, they took it on the city, and I think Newcastle is the same, even though Isak's not from there. They've taken him in. I've seen a few of their videos, and they do have some truth to it. Although, like, you didn't make the player completely. That's not true, but you did showcase him better than he's ever been showcased before. And Eddie Howe did put him in a position to win. And I feel like it's more of what I keep hearing from him is more about how it's been handled than the actual he would like to leave. The problem I've got is how it's been handled is only like hearsay and whispers.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how it's been handled. But obviously I don't expect him to come out and make a statement, because that's weird. Like, why would you? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
No, seeing big up to Liz in the building as well. I saw what you said. It is a madness. It is a madness, to be fair. And or his scrap saying, "Don't get players' name on your shirts." It's just one of those footballer thing. But the question I want to ask then, Sav, do you think there's like too much kind of? I think, like, as fans in it, we love our clubs, we support our team, we back the players. You don't get so much of that maybe from an online standpoint, because obviously the negativity probably sounds more louder than the actual positivity, because you never really see that. I'm sure there's millions of fans that's positive around the world when it comes to their football club, but sometimes you only get to see the negativity stuff. But it feels like at the moment, right? Do you think like fans in general feel like they own players instead of like understanding like they're human beings as well? They play for your club to a certain period of time, but they do want to move on. And I get that from obviously as fans in it, because I'm like that. I'm very like, nah, that's our player, blah blah blah. But when the player wants to leave, it's like, oh man, why are you trying to leave us in it? Especially if I feel like we're in a good position.
Yeah,
I guess that's what Newcastle think. I don't know. Maybe they think that.
Yeah, that's what I got from them. Like, for the real angry ones, it feels like they feel like the own man. But I feel like football fans in general, a lot of them feel like that. I would have felt like that when I was younger. As an adult, I don't feel like that at all, because I'm understanding of life now in it. But as a kid, when I don't know better, 12 and that, but I'm like, you're our player, blood. What do you think you're doing? Because in my head, I'm like, we're Liverpool, and that doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. When I grow up and I realize now humans do different things, they want to experience different things, have different ambitions. Then I'm like, nah, I can't be like that. Like, me and you were just watching the Rashford thing and that, bro. Yeah. I was jokes about Rashford all the time, bro, but I don't dislike the geezer. So when I'm listening to him speak, I'm like, nah, this geezer's smart as shit when he's talking about football. Like, you wouldn't think the way they showcase him. I'm like, yeah, man, it is a bit of ownership. But they do with it. But like, fans do it with everything, though. They do with they think they own the owners. They think they own the money. They think they own the staff. You know what I mean? And it's always one way, though. That's the thing with fans. And I think if you're an honest fan, then you know that football's hypocritical and there ain't much morals in it. If you're a dishonest fan, then you will just sound like a hypocrite all the time, because it's one rule for your club and not the other club until it happens to you. And then the other club's going to be like, didn't you do this to that club? Or didn't this player do this to you? You know what I mean? And that's what Newcastle, surely you lot understand because blah, blah, blah. And then Brentford would be like, Newcastle, surely you would understand because this is doing it to us. And Arsenal fans like, yeah, well, not our player. And then Sport is like, well, Gyökeres did it to us. Brother, like, it's just football fans in general, isn't it? That's the tribalism and the madness of football. I'm completely cut from that. So you hear when Virgil and Salah's and that we're trying to get them signed contracts. I'm more on I do hope we keep Virgil, man. I can't deal with him. Not you need to stay, and I don't understand, blah blah blah. No, bro. Of course, I don't want disrespect to the institution of Liverpool that we all love. I don't want disrespect to it. But it's life, isn't it? And once somebody says they want to leave something, I don't like. Then I'm always going to be understanding of it. Now, business wise, I understand where Newcastle, the club, not the fans, are not understanding of it because that's what a contract's for. That's business. But like just socially and that, bro, do what the fuck you want, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do? At the end of the day, bro, these men are not. I know it sounds deep in that, but these men are not in my tax bracket. They live a different life to me, and I don't understand, and I will never understand. It's fine, bro. There's some stuff I just won't get. You get me? So it is what it is. I'm always going to be like, if you ask about Liverpool, it's always going to sound biased because the Liverpool fans, Newcastle fans are going to sound biased towards their club too. I just enjoy football now, so yeah, man, it's a crazy one.
Nah, it is, man. But look, I think obviously, I think from all the Liverpool fans' standpoint, I think we all saying that he's going to be our player. It's just about when, and the when could be deadline day. That's the way I kind of look at that, because they could go, we're going to sell you, but we're gonna make you wait. You're gonna have to wait until we decide that we want to sell you. But he's definitely saying he doesn't want to play for them no more. And also, if he doesn't move to Liverpool, he's saying he's not playing either way.
Yeah.
So from a Newcastle standpoint, is about what do we do as a club and how do we want to look as a club? Do you want to do the thing where you go, we just want to make an example of the player, or do we want to get that out of our team? Some reports I was reading, whether it's true or not, like a lot of the senior players want him to go now because it's creating a disharmony within the team. Because obviously most of them are his brethren. And obviously at the same time, some of them are leaders. I think he was like Lascelles, I think, said to the, from the reports.
Yeah, Lascelles, the club captain, and
yeah, so he's saying to the higher ups, like, we need to like make a decision. Like, we need to sell him, because if we don't sell at the moment, because we're not selling him, the stance is we're not going to sell him, even though we know they will.
Yeah.
It's creating a disjointment within the team, because some players are like, is he staying? Is he going? Where they should be prepping, readying for the season. And I don't know, innit? It's one of those things. You don't want to look like no idiots when it comes to business. But at the same time, you have to understand the manager has a job to do. And at the moment, because you don't want to look like idiots, you're making the club look like idiots. And you're also creating a disjointness in your team, in the squad. And then the manager, if he doesn't start well this season, I guarantee you a lot of this is going to be blamed around Isak. The Isak situation. But at the end of the day, yes, he's going to hold some smoke. But I think majority will have to go to the club, because it's something where they could have resolved early. Yes, you can say you don't want to sell a player. I get it. But at the same time, once you realize the player doesn't want to stay there, you have a decision to make.
Yeah.
The longer you let it play out, the worse it looks for you, the worse it looks for the player. If you once he tells you he wants to leave, just go, cool, this is what we want, pay that, and he's gone. No matter what. We don't need to get in players. But at the moment, Newcastle are looking frail, bro. They're not, for me, they're looking like a club. Like, why would you want to go there, bro? Like, realistically.
Yeah. I do wonder if Newcastle's made their mind up already, and now it's just on some, we need to show these that we're not dickheads in it. So even if he's going to go, we'll make him wait.
Yeah.
We'll make him wait as long as we can. Because at this point, it's for Newcastle, it's to look stronger to their fans, not the rest of the football teams. They don't care about that at this point. So they'll drag it out. Why would I make stuff more comfortable for Liverpool and get Isak now when I can give him to him with 2 days left of the transfer window? I think if I was handling that deal at this point, whatever money you would be asking for Isak, if you're going to let him go, I would tell Liverpool, you have to pay us up front or you're not having him. That's it. I wouldn't make another stance after that. I'd give the price. So if it's 120, 125, like, you can have him, no add-on talk, pay him up front if you want him that bad and take him. And then tell Isak the same thing. If they want you that bad, 125, whatever, take you up front. None of this, but we're not in cahoots with you as a club anymore. We're not going to try to help each other out and do this payment plan. I don't care if it messes up your PSR. I don't care about any of that. We're Newcastle. You're not going to mug us off. So you want to go, fine. But it's on our terms because you have a contract to fulfill. So money up front. And then I'd leave it and I wouldn't say a goddamn word after that. Then it's just down to Newcastle and Liverpool then. I mean, Liverpool and Isak. Yeah, I mean, that you've taken the pressure off yourself as a club. Your fans get what you say. You've made a statement. I think the fans will respect it as well. That's the reason why they'll probably try to make Isak look even worse in the press because it makes Newcastle look better. Because now their fans don't have to do that. Oh, Eddie, why did you let him go? No one's going to say that anymore. Unless you just want to be spiteful and want man sit on the bench or being reserves, but they're not dumb enough to have business to get on with, and they have the Champions League to deal with. So you're going to want to spend that money. Let's tell the truth. So it's one of those. That's what I would do anyway. But it's turned into a horrible situation, bro. It's not a good situation. Nobody looks good in it at the moment. I mean, us, we don't care. It's not. In fact, nobody looks good. Liverpool is fine.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're gonna, we're gonna end up getting one of the best strikers around in our team, and the chaos and everything around it. I know we had a conversation yesterday as well, and Zabiri made a point about you don't want the chaos he's carrying to come and seep into our club, which I don't think will happen. I think every player, when they decide they want to leave a club, our players are like, bro, hurry up and get here, innit? I think that's the mentality from them. Hurry up and get in our team. But when you come here, we do things differently. And then a lot of the conversation you see online as well, like rival fans, asking, oh, what if he wants to leave in a few years' time and he does that? Well, how are you guys going to feel about it? I was like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there in the future. But this one thing doesn't mean that this is this guy's character. He's been a footballer a lot longer than just this 1 year. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But he's seen a situation where he can go and play in a club where he can be one of the best, if not make him become one of the best players in the world. Yeah. If not, has the ability to be the best striker in the world within this team for this season. Yeah. Why would you not want that to happen, bro? Why would you, and if you look at it from the player standpoint, he made a great point yesterday. We can't obviously pick and choose what we want to believe from a journalistic standpoint. Some of the stuff coming out is they've broken promises. He told them since last year he wanted to leave. They told him that they were going to sign X, Y, and Z players to build a team around him and whatever. They failed to hit those targets as well. So from his standpoint, he's like, you guys told me I could leave if a big club come for me, which they have. You guys then told me as well, you're going to offer me this and you're going to get players, and you haven't done so. So, like, what am I meant to just go, okay, cool, I'll just sit around then and just chill?
But then that's the problem, bro. I get exactly what you're saying, but that is the problem. That's his own fault, bro. Man, they have to, like, these footballers, these got agents, like, they have to stop being stupid with all this gentleman's agreement business, bro. It don't exist, bro. It doesn't exist unless the gentleman wants to go along with it, bro. It doesn't exist. And also, if this did happen, this conversation, that happened when they had different owners, bro. When Amanda Sleeveden, that was still there, which she was handling stuff great. Like, if you ask the Liverpool, the fans like her, the players like her. So her dealing with stuff and sitting down with Isak's two different things, bro. Now you had a change, and then the new people come in and they're like, nah, don't care about none of that, bro. And then you go win the League Cup with him as well. They're like, brother, did you sign anything? Any pre-agreements? Nah, I just said to him, all right, well, shut your mouth, bro. You can't do nothing about it either.
It's like the day old age of, when they said, like, make sure you send an email so you have an email trail of stuff, like on a normal everyday thing, because you can't trust what a guy says, like, oh yeah, no, we'll give you this. Oh yeah, you get this right, you get this pay rights. Nah, where's the email trail? Did you? I would email that. Can you send that over in writing, please?
Bro, for example, no, it's not a real example, it's a rhetorical one. So say you and Matt and Callan all that do videos together.
Yeah.
Say that you all charged each other, and then you've made a thumbnail for Drifted to come on the channel, and it's definitely coming on Thursday, or all the subscribers know about it, and whatever, and you're paying, man, or whatever. And then man is like, oh, now I'll turn up on this day. Like, okay, I need you to sign this. I know you were calling that, but I need you to sign this. And then Drifted turns up on Friday talking about, I didn't even know about yesterday, but you got my money for me. What money, bro, man? What are you talking about? Nah, but we're cool. Nah. That was the show was Thursday. The subscribers weren't on Thursday, and now it's Friday. And you signed something. Bridges or not, run me my people. Yeah. And it's just what it is. Like, I get it, because football's an emotional sport, tribalism and all that. And I'm always mixed between the club and players. I think from both sides in it, because I feel like for a long time, the clubs were using the players like slaves almost, bro. Like, do the fuck what we say, blah, blah, blah. Then the player power came in, then the players started to mug off the clubs and then play with the emotions of the fans as well. Yeah. Now it's a bit up and down. Now they got loopholes. Loopholes are only there because, like, they're little gaps in the system. But once people realize there's a loophole, it should be fixed. If no one fixes them, they're still going to use it. That's why people will call stuff like, naturally people go, how's Chelsea signing more players?
Yeah.
It sounds like they're cheating and everyone wants to call them cheats. But when you go look at the rules, they're not breaking the rules. We just gave people longer contracts. Now we don't have to pay this certain amount of money. So it's like little things. So at the end of the day, man, like you have to learn your lesson, man. People have done gentlemen's agreement and it's not worked before. So if you're Isak's agent and you've seen what happened with Harry Kane going to Man City, are you stupid, bro? It's literally the same thing. One play for Spurs and one play for Newcastle. Both clubs don't win trophies like that. And both got said one can go Man City and one can go Liverpool, and nothing happened the next season. Same thing, even the money, 100 million was for Kane.
Yeah.
Pay it. And it's like, nah, Levy said, nah, you're not going, bro. We're doing Beyonce concerts and that, and we need your face around here too, blood.
Because they did, I did see some reports this morning saying they did add him to like the kit numbers and the kit launch and stuff. Like his numbers are there in it, where you can get his number and his name on the shirt, which makes sense because obviously he's still their player until he is sold. Yeah. And I guess if he's sold, then maybe they've got something in place. Maybe you get a refund or you can get a free kit change, maybe for a different name or whatever. But I feel like there's so much work going on, like so much misdirect. You one hand, you're like, he's not for sale, then he is for sale, then we think it's about 150, then Liverpool go in with whatever, and then they say, no, he's not for sale, we don't want to listen, we need to sign players. Like there's so many different things just being like, now you're putting his name, he's not in the actual kit launch, but you can get his number.
Yeah.
Like, so at the moment, like I feel like their PR team is just pushing a lot of the smoke onto him instead of being able to go, nah, actually we ain't done well this summer in our window.
Yeah.
And it's not. But I feel like that's where they're going, and that's why I think obviously once I think they'll sell him to us, right? If Newcastle have a bad start, he will get a lot of the blame for it. And I think a lot of the Newcastle fans will say it's his fault.
100%. Yeah, they 100% will say it's his fault, man. I think for both parties in Newcastle and Isak, they need to sort it out as quick as possible. And it doesn't look like it's getting sorted. So one of them are going to have to bite the bullet and just, you know what I mean? And I don't think Isak's going to be the one because it's way more awkward for him to go, all right, I'll stay, and then have to deal with the fans that don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
People. Then the Newcastle just let him go. There's no backlash. Newcastle, everyone's just going to feel sorry for them anyway.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And I've seen the way the pundits are going on as well. Like,
yeah, it's a weird.
All that pandering to Newcastle, like, oh, and Newcastle this and Newcastle that, and Newcastle should try and get the best, the most money out of it. And it's like, shut up, man. Like, you didn't have this energy for any other player. Like, why is him? Or is it just because it's us? Probably. Is it just because it's Liverpool?
Probably.
Because Whistler is doing the same. Gyökeres did the same. One's going to Newcastle. One went to Arsenal. But the only problem everyone has is Isak going to Liverpool. Makes no sense to me, bro.
Very, very, very strange, bro. But then the media is on it, man. They are. When it comes to like the big media sources, some of them are being like just objective about it and just saying what the news is. The other ones, the journalists, like the single-handed journalists and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes it makes you wonder, innit? Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to accuse anyone of anything in that, but it would be smart but that's how people get their news anyway, innit? So if I tell you what the news is, then that's the news. So if I tell you that he's acting like a prick, then he's acting like a prick. Because that guy who works as a Newcastle journalist, last week when he was speaking, he was arguing with Simon Jordan on TalkSport. And he was saying everything like he knows. He was on the Newcastle grounds while he was talking, and he was like, no, I know for a fact he didn't do this, and I know he didn't turn up for that. And I'm like, oh, I can understand why people would believe him. He could be telling the truth, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I understand why they believe him. He's literally at Newcastle, bro. Like, he's not. So, of course, he's like, oh, how would you know? Because I was at training, he weren't there. Okay, well.
Yeah, he's telling you from actual evidence, isn't it? But let's talk about this. Big up to, as I said, everyone in the building. Guys, let's keep smashing the lights. What, over 300 of you guys in the building on both platforms. So love for the love. Can we get those likes up as soon as, please? Guehi Leoni, man, personal terms have now been agreed. It looks like 30 million plus 5 million is add on. Said yes. I was listening to like Fabrizio on his YouTube and his TikTok and all of that stuff. And he's just like, the player is excited about joining Liverpool. He wants to go to Liverpool. But the problem we have, and I think my question I'm going to ask you though, Sav, the report season from Fabrizio, he's not going on loan. So he's joining our squad and he's going to be a part of our team.
Yeah.
But I see some fans online was like, "No, I think we should just loan him back and let him."
For what?
That's what I said. First thing I said, why would we want to loan him back? Nah, bro, he has to be in our team because they were saying he's the youngest one out the defenders. He's only 18. How realistically, how often is he going to play? How much game time is he going to get? Will we stunt his development if we keep him and he's fifth choice? And I was like, I don't think he's going to be fifth choice. But some were saying we should loan him. Chat, I'd love to know what you guys would do. If you sign him, would you loan him back or not?
So hold on a minute. Everyone's been moaning about getting new centre backs, and then you want to get two and then send one back out. The maths ain't mathing, bro. Then you got one. Then you've only just got one centre back in. Also, he only plays first team football. I'm not tripping, bro. What am I talking about loaning back out, bro? For what? Then if that's the case, you should have just loaned Quanda to Fingy Leverkusen then, and not sold him. Same shit. Same, exactly the same. Both of them had a season of football. He's had more because he had a whole season. But brother, what am I talking about, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy. Just keep him in it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I was thinking it as well. And obviously, it's not majority of Liverpool fans saying this. Is just a section, and I thought it'd be interesting to see what you guys think in the chat. So, looking at it now, obviously, some people have said we needed two. Some are saying we need one as a centre back because we can't trust Joe Gomez and stuff like that. But from you guys' standpoint in the chat, would you keep him or loan him? Would you keep him in and have 5 centre backs, or would you loan him back out to his team so he can play regular football? Because will he get that at Liverpool? That's the question, though. Will he play though? So, how do you think?
Hey, I don't know about with Slot and that. I don't know, bro. You get me? I'm just gonna sound like a repetitive guy, bro, but same shit, man. You can possibly play nearly 60-something games, or you can end up playing 40-something games or 50. Like, either way, we know that there's a guaranteed 8 games in the Champions League. There's guaranteed 38 in the Prem. That's 100%. There's 46 games there, 100%. And you're going to play 2. So there's 48 games guaranteed next season. He's going to play somewhere. He's going to play somewhere, man. So, yeah, play him. And if you're getting him and Guehi, bro, then it changes a few things. Because for all I know, bro, like, I'm not ruling out, and I don't need to mention which players. I'm not ruling out that some of these players might take each other's spots, bro. I mean, that's what you want a good team for, innit? I don't
exactly
sign people just so these two can be on the bench and these two play. Nah, bro, if Virgil's shit in the bed, bro, then swap him, innit? Like, I just want the best team out. So that can happen. If man needs a rest, that can happen. If he needs rotating, that can happen. We're playing against this certain team. We don't need you. Well, we'll use these guys, bro. Like, let's be honest, man. Every team in the Prem is on their day can cause you problems and that. But there is a hierarchy of better teams, bro. And the way the top managers over the years have been able to get through that is either you just wish and you hope that your team stays fit all season like Arteta and run the same centre-backs all the time. Or you do what Pep Guardiola done. And we couldn't tell you what his defence is. But we know that they're all competent, bro. You don't know if it's going to be Stones, Ake, Diaz, Varvadal, Akanji. Like, I just didn't know who was going to turn up on that. And now Nunes at right back. And they got 8 Nori. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. I'm not one of the people that would want to rotate your defence all the time, bro. But time and a place, man. If Liverpool's winning, 3-0 and that, I'm not opposed to take your centre-back off. I don't care. Yeah,
because you can shift it to a back 5. You can
Like, what is still on the pitch for? We would say that about Salah. If we're winning 3-0 and we're comfortable, don't need you on the pitch, get off, innit? So, and you and Virgil get off the pitch, bro. Leave.
Nah, it's true. It was just more, as I said, it's not a majority thing. It's more like a section. And I thought it would be interesting to see where people's heads at. Because I know for a fact we've had so many different conversations and so many people are like, no, we need 2. We need 1. So I'm like, nah, if we get him in, I want him to be a part of the squad. I want him in the squad. I don't want him to be like this guy that we just get in and loan him back out. And then we go, it's for the future. No, nah, he needs to be.
The question would be to those people is, then why would you get him? Why didn't you just use Stevenson?
Yeah.
And before anyone tells me who's way better than Stevenson, yeah, but you've watched Stevenson more than him, and let's not lie to me either, bro. You don't bother lie to me and tell me I watched 19 games of Leoni last season. I seen man struggling to say his name the other day, and now everyone all of a sudden knows him, bro. Stop lying, bro. You saw Stevenson in preseason, and most of you ain't seen one whole game of Leoni, bro. So if you're gonna send my man back out alone, then you might as well keep Stevenson for his development or send him out alone for his development. Man, them have to just stop lying, bro. This is some foolishness, bro. Everyone's trying to be tacticals every 2 minutes, bro. You either need the players or you don't need the players, bro. If you don't need him and you need to send him back out loan, then we're wrong Gomez and Guehi in it. It's very simple.
No, it's true, you know. But looking at the back line now, Sav, you signed this brother. You signed also Mark Guehi. We've got 5 centre backs within the team. So you got Konate, Gomez, Giovanni, Guehi, and Virgil van Dijk to rotate throughout the whole season. As we worked it out, we got guaranteed 1 FA Cup game, guaranteed 1 League Cup game, guaranteed 8 Champions League game, and guaranteed 38 Premier League games. That's kind of where we're at the moment. And the great thing about, I think, looking at all of these centre backs, apart from I wouldn't say even apart from Virgil, you've only seen him maybe on the left-hand side. You've got Konate, he plays right-hand side. We've seen us go into like a back 3-ish, left back tucked in. So you can say we could, you know, Virgil can play as more the central. Konate has covered that right-hand side for years.
Yeah.
Gomez, you'd say his versatility is versatile in terms of he can play left, center, right. We've even seen 2 games in DM. And then you got Giovanni Leoni. He's going to come in. He can play left, right, center, and Guehi. We know he can play left. I don't know if I've seen him play right, but I've seen him play a lot of left. So I don't know. So you've got a lot of versatility there in the back line, bro. He looks strong. Like from what 2 days ago, 3 days ago, when we was like
from that Palace game where that guy caused us a problem defending.
Yeah,
being in our team. Yeah, it looks way stronger, and I like the fact that him and Virgil are there because it does mean that if certain rotation, we know Guehi can lead a back line. That's not in question already. To be fair, I think Konate can as well, but it's a bit more question marks over him when it comes to the leadership part. I've seen him do it for France a few times, but I've also seen this shit for France doing it. And then Joey can do that as well. So yeah, man, it's good. And I don't know about this. Like, I'm actually interested to see Leoni and that, bro, because as I said, I've seen him play 1 actual match, and I didn't know who he was. And the compilations obviously look like he's bullying everyone, bro. But that's a 3-minute compilation of a whole season. So what's it showing the rest of the times? How come it's not showing anyone like running past him? And that you're trying to tell me that nobody ran past him at all, nobody caused him any problems. Clearly they did, because Palmer's shit. So you get me. But listen, if they want him, then he's obviously a good footballer, bro. And I'm interested to see how it goes throughout the season. Bleed him in, let him get used to the team, and that he is young, which is a good thing because we should have him for a certain amount of years and that. And yeah, see what happens, bro. See what happens, man. But he's a tank, though. So.
Nah, he looks it, and he looks mobile as well, which I say you rarely get that, but I think a lot now, especially with the modern day football, a lot of them are mobile, isn't it? That's one of the things they look at. What is your mobility like as a player? Can you get up and down the pitch? Can you change direction really quickly? And I think a lot of that, in terms of, you've seen the different methods in the way they train now compared to what they used to do. A lot of it is so much different.
He's a lot more on the finger as well, and he's a lot more on the Konate side than he is Virgil side of defending. But we spoke about this yesterday, and I said that our problem we have in defense sometimes is that we don't engage. And then we signed this guy, which that's all he does.
But he looks comfortable on both feet as well, which is mad, you know. I was watching, like, obviously you do a little scouting report, you go and check, see what he's about, but he looks so comfortable, man. But I was reading, I see a couple of you guys in the chat saying Ben Jacob said something, and Alex Cook as well, or Crook, I should say. But basically just regurgitating the exact same thing Fabrizio was saying about the deals are close, but also they added that the deals could be finalized in the next 24 hours or less for both players. So
can you speak? You can't speak English, isn't it?
I have no clue. I didn't go into that much of a depth of a report. Maybe I should.
That means Chiesa staying then.
I don't like. Is that? Do you okay? Do you think that was the reason? Because Sam,
you got Italian lessons and that, bro. You get me, blood. Trust me.
Nah, because I was saying there was a reason why I saw the report of Chiesa. They saying he needs to stay in that, and I was like, okay, are you asking him to stay because there's another Italian? Maybe that will help Chiesa. I don't know.
That man said we're gonna slash you. We're gonna slash your wages and that, bro, and use you as a tutor, blood. For my man's Italian lessons and that.
So not a player, just a tutor, just in the squad.
Just Duolingo Chiesa, blood. You get me? That's it, blood.
Bruh. But like, nah. On jokes aside, though, man, I'm looking at this defense and I'm like, yeah, I'm actually confident. I'm more confident where initially where I was. I'm more confident now. And obviously a lot of this, stands on if these guys stay fit throughout the season as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, do we expect injuries? Yeah, that's just part and parcel of the sport we play. Sometimes it's just niggles, sometimes it's not, sometimes it is a bad tackle, whatever. Could be from sprinting, whatever it could be, and then someone gets injured. But fingers crossed, none of these guys get injured. And if they do, maybe like one game where you're just out for the game, and I'm sure we'll be able to manage. But having 5, man, it just allows us to really be like, okay, like we can not even, I don't necessarily rotate, but exactly what you said, like, bro, we're winning 3-0. Like, you don't need to be on the pitch now. We're winning 4-0. There's 15 minutes left. You, man, can't see out a game with 15 minutes left and you're being up 3-0, then we have a serious issue within more than the defense. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it looks good, man. Mark Guehi's going to come in and do what he does here. But I saw this, I think it was some random page, but shout out to him. I just saw it and I thought it was interesting as well. Just do it the way he kind of broke down Guehi as well. So 35 million, versatility, can play left, right. So left centre back, right centre back, right back. Probably even can play left back. I wouldn't even put it past him, to be fair to the guy, man. Great dual win percentage. Because that myth about he's not good in the air is crazy, because I watched him win loads of aerial duels, bro.
I told you, bro. None of it come from people watching him. It came from the stats, blood. That's where it came from. That's where it came from.
Yeah, and then he also says reads the game very well. Brilliant on the ball, which he is, man. He looks so calm and reassured on the ball, to be fair. Prem proven, which was a good one. Homegrown, which is great for us as well. Good age. Where's he? 25. So that's great as well. And he's a leader as well. And he comes off the back of being successful. FA Cup and the Community Shield as well, and having a very good season with Palace and getting them into Europe. So you're not getting like just a normal type of player in it. Where Leoni are like young, not inexperienced to that level.
Yeah.
But you can see that there's a player there. With him, you're getting that, but still at a very young age. And also the fact of him actually winning. So he's coming here as a winner, not coming here as someone hoping to win. Yeah. Obviously, he wants to win trophies, but he's coming here already got that. All right, yeah, now I've won trophies, bro. So it's not a joke.
I love this. I love this signing, bro. I love this signing probably more than most in the transfer window, bro. I think where he's cold, bro. Like, I was so happy when they put him in the England squad, and when I saw how comfortably he was playing in the Euros as well, I was like, nah, he's good, man. So yeah, man, great prospect, and it means that not a replacement, but it's almost like whatever happens with Virgil in the future, it's kind of already taken care of, and then you don't have to like panic around. Oh my God, Virgil's moving. No, we've got good centre backs in place already, and let's carry on looking. I like it. He's already a leader, so yeah, man, no problems. We got 9 defenders now, isn't
it? Yeah, based on the gaffer, innit? Gareth, this is a good one. That's another captain being added to the squad as well. And also this one as well from AR says Guehi looks very comfortable. He does, man. Like in any situation, when the defender doesn't look phased at all, no matter who he's up against or what kind of, if there's 1-2s or whatever, he just deals with whatever he needs to deal with, man. And that's sometimes hard to find in defenders, because you get the ones that just want to dive in everywhere, bro. Romero's in it. These men just want to break legs every 2 seconds, bro.
Oh yeah, Romero just became Tottenham captain, innit?
And shout out to him though. Man.
It's great. I don't know, man. Liverpool's, I guess the transfer window should be more sales coming through. That's what we need to see. I'm not saying who, because I like our players and them, but sales are going to need to be made, because if you've got 9 defenders, only 4 of them can play, 5 on the bench. So there's 4 spots left on the bench. That the math ain't mathing, but not with our team. Because we've got bare midfielders as well, so they're gonna have to start moving man on still. Otherwise, man, they're gonna be sitting in reserves. So yeah, I mean, kick man off the coach and that. You know them ones, should man try to sit down the back of the coach. What you doing on here, blood? Nah, obviously, match day and that. Nah, but Gaffer said take your car, blood. Well, this is the team bus, blood.
Said too much, man, in there. You guys are killing me in the chat, man. Said indie Bomba, like what indie? Let me not say that. Let's go and have a look and see if there's anything he's added to it, or is he just regurgitated the same news? He says Liverpool very close to a full agreement with Parma's defender Giovanni Leoni. We understand Liverpool officials have agreed a fee with Parma and also future friendly and with Parma. with Parma might be added in the deal. So basically the same thing. Yeah.
All right. Oh.
Basically the same thing. So, yeah, and I guess that's what Ben Jacobs and that was saying then, with the deals being completed in the next 24 hours as well. But yeah, Sab, I saw this as well. You know what I mean? I like to see. This was interesting, man. It's I feel like we're selling too many players. I looked at it two ways, bro. I said we're selling players that maybe the manager don't want or players wants to leave. So he's just kind of all right, cool, no problem. Let's just clear the house. Or to fund what we wanted to do, Liverpool was always going to go down this line. I don't know what side because we've made close to 200 million in sales so far of players. Are we selling too many? First question: do you think we're selling too many players?
No, not if you're already going to replace what's there.
Mm-hmm.
Are we selling too many quality players? Well, then I'll have to toast them up against the ones that we've just brought. I guess some things your hands forced on it. Trent don't really count. Kelleher don't really count. Nah, I don't think so. I wouldn't have sold Kwanzaa and Diaz. That's all I'm saying. But I think the rest we can't have three left backs. Kelleher, I think he made his mind up when Slot came in, to be honest, bro. Because I think he had last season, he gave him quite a lot of game time. 26 games, I think it was.
Yeah.
So he said, the one thing I liked about Kelleher, he's very honest in his interviews on it. So he'll give Liverpool all the praise. But he said, I need to think about my future. Got all these international tournaments coming up, and I'm a first team goalkeeper. And I feel like I'm good enough, which he is. So it makes sense to sell him because of the attitude he had towards wanting to be a number one and not waiting around. Now, you got the same thing with Mamadashvili. He wants to be a number one as well, but that's a new person coming in thinking, I'll happily take this guy's spot. Whereas Kelleher is like, I've been here long enough. If I haven't took his spot already, I'm not going to take it. Does that make sense? Shimigas, if he could choose, he'd stay at Liverpool forever, I reckon. But
I reckon he would, did it for real.
He broke Kirker, so that means you or Robbo's going to have to. That's just normal. He doesn't trust Nunes, clearly, to the way he played him. He doesn't trust Kwanzaa because of the way he didn't play him last season, even though I'd keep him. Diaz one seemed like a club thing, not Slot. I think Slot would keep Diaz, but the club, they don't want to pay him a certain amount of money. He wants it, and he's worth on that. Okay, well, then let's go here. And then Trent wanted to leave. So, no. Obviously, it's not the best feeling because it's like, does everyone gel with each other straight away?
Yeah.
You don't want to you don't want to get 10 games in and that's when to start gelling. 10 games in the Prem, it's over with. But that's just business, man. And it was going to happen at some point. It's almost a completion of a rebuild that Klopp started with the midfield. Slot's come in and he's continued to rebuild. And then if we had another striker in, it's almost done. We'll probably just get a DM next season. It's over with, done. This season.
Yeah, because you know what it is because obviously where we're just selling, and obviously we have to clear room for the players that's come in as well. But when we looked at the bench, man, over the Charity Shield game or Community Shield, yeah, it looked kind of frail, innit? Where normally you would have a Kwanzaa on there, a Diaz on there, a Nunes on there. Wouldn't say a Kelleher, to be fair, because Mamadashvili was on there, wasn't he? So yeah,
I think it's because Bradley Gravenberch was missing.
Yeah,
because even say Slot didn't start them, but they were going to be at the game anyway. They'd be on the bench.
Yeah,
he didn't get sold, would have been on the bench, or Gakpo would have been on the bench. So then, instantly, he looks like a stronger bench, like instantly, but he didn't. So
yeah, no, fair enough. No, I was just thinking because I was like, are we actually selling like too many players? But there's one player, right? Sav, and obviously I looked at this report as well and saying like there's going to be more departures, so they think maybe Chiesa, Ben Doak, obviously Tsimikas is on that list as well, that's potentially going to go, and those potential exit could generate around 60 to 70 million or up to around 80 to 90. I think he'll be more than that, to be fair. I think Elliott won't. I don't think he goes for less than 40 to 50 in my opinion. I think Tsimikas probably goes for around 15 million as well, especially with the Premier League club after him. And I think Ben Doak
you said that we made in sales already.
I think around 190 something.
And then say like, let's be frugal and say 90 off this, so like 280.
280, yeah.
Oh, so we're just. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We're dark with business, bro. Because by the time this is all said and done, our net spend's gonna be like 100 mil alone. That's it.
That's maybe why I asked earlier, Sam. Are we like getting rid of these men to supplement what we're trying to do going in the season? Because but at the same time, there was no guarantees we could get that type of money. I think we probably had a list of players that we wanted to sell, but there was no guarantee that we would have made that money back because maybe clubs didn't even want these players in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Because we wanted to go and buy. We bought Florian Wirtz before we had any exit. Really, we went and got Frimpong. We went and got Kirkes before any real exit, and then we started selling players. So maybe I don't know. But,
well, even if we didn't recruit money back from some of the sales at the beginning, we had just won the Prem, and we've got the Prem, we got TV rights, we just got a new Adidas deal, and we got money from before because all we brought was Mamadashvili and Chiesa. So that alone had money there. There's some of the players that even if you didn't know how much you're going to get for them, you definitely will get sales for them. You know what I mean? It's not that. And then with this, it's literally like, because I think we spent like 250 or something already, but we've recruited like 190. And then if you add this on, if the sell that's about the same, almost like identical. You spend the amount you brought in. And then really all you're buying is Guehi and Fingerden. And then if you get Isak, so then it'll end up being like whatever Isak money, Guehi and Leoni, and that's it.
Yeah, so literally the only thing we just literally bought a couple of centre backs. Yeah, at least they're in dark arts transfer window. Big up to Honesty, says Liverpool Escobar setting. Bro, we're just doing art, bro. I don't know. Liverpool.
To be fair, but this does happen. Like obviously before the journalists were moving like they are on Twitter and that now. Do you remember before we just used to get a list of like Arsene Wenger's got rid of all these players, and you see a lot, like you see like 20 players you've never seen before, just numbers next to them.
Yeah, it's true. And you're like, I didn't know these guys existed.
Yeah. And Chelsea have been doing it every season. They get rid of like 10 of these fuckers every season, bro, that you've never even seen play. So it's actually not dark arts. The only difference with Liverpool is the players that we're getting rid of, we've seen them, like we see them all the time. Like they're actually on the bench and stuff. Whereas Chelsea's got like geezers loaned out everywhere, and then this season they just sell 5 of them. It's not even dark arts, just good business.
Just great business, isn't it? One player I've seen things go quiet around is Harvey Elliott. So I know there was like earlier reports, maybe RB, but that's kind of like it's not accelerated like quickly as I expected it to, and which I know it's going to probably take a bit of time because he's a Liverpool boy and he wants to be at Liverpool. He wants to like, stay here forever, innit? He's a Liverpool fan, and on top of that. But I wouldn't mind keeping him, bro. Because I was looking, excuse me, I was looking at the 10 position. I know Matt could go there. I know Curtis can go there. But I'm thinking he could probably do a job there, Like, I'm not saying he needs to do that every week. But once he goes, I feel like you're going to then try and shoehorn other players there. Because Florian Wirtz can't play every game.
He's going to try shoehorn Ekitike, though. That's what he's going to try.
What, drop him in, let him do the double, like we're gonna try and do the double 10 thing in it, and then
Yep.
I don't want to do the shoehorn thing.
I'd keep Harvey. He can definitely play in the 10. I'd keep Harvey, but the only problem with him is like I don't think Slot's tactics work with Harvey. I just don't think they work at all, and I don't think he's willing to do anything about it. You know what I mean? We saw him before in it was obviously only pre-season, but he played him in the 10 and then played Carvalho on the left, and he worked perfect. And when I'm watching for England, the way they set up, it works perfect for Harvey. But for Liverpool, this unbalanced thing that Slot has, it doesn't work, bro. And I don't think he's gonna stay around to find out if he changes it. But I do like him. But I get what your point is, though, with him. But obviously, if Isak does come in, then it's like who's getting the number 9 spot, and then to get Ekitike in the pitch, if you don't want to put him on the left, or put him in the 10. So.
Yeah, I feel like with what we're trying to build, I feel like that could, maybe that's just me trying to hold on to something that's no longer there in it. But I feel like there's something there with the player. And look, and he will always give his best in it, whether or not that shows up on the football pitch from game to game. But I think as a player, he goes into the game going, I want to do my best. I want to show that, I want to be here. But he's not really like if we're going to be honest as fans, as Liverpool fans, he hasn't really been given the opportunity sit under Arne Slot to go and show if he can do it. He's had moments He's had games where he's thrown him in the deep end with other players, but he hasn't really been given the opportunity to play. Like, let's be fair.
You start
He
one game.
hasn't had
You start one game.
one or two games. I think he started in the Premier League.
When the Prem was already won.
Was it? Is that when he? I can't remember. Bro.
Yeah, he started Harvey like towards the end of the season.
Mm.
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, I mean, like it's one of those things. If he stays in the Prem, you'll see it. Like as soon as he gets to whatever club he's at, you'll see the Harvey, bro. You just know it, innit? But it's all right, man. So I think sometimes I'd want him to, but I think I just like him in it. But realistically, I think sometimes this happens, and then it's like this geezer's a bum, or this manager can't do whatever. And sometimes it's just bro. It's just like this kind of player doesn't match with my tactics. It's that simple, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be this big. Oh my God, this geezer's trash and blah. It's clearly not trash, bro. Like the season before, he was coming off the bench, had more game time, got 11 assists in the quick time, bro, and was helping towards winning games. Last season, man don't want to play him at all. Obviously, had an injury when the season started, and he was in Slot's team in preseason for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got injured. Then when he came back, the team was already running. So Bosley would have took his spot because the strength and power that he has in the team. It's all right. It's all right, man.
Nah, fair. And then I've got this last topic, and then I'll get, if you guys want to throw some questions in the chat, we'll get to those as well. But Sav, I've seen online, yeah, and general conversation with other Liverpool fans, general conversation, just watching. Why is everyone throwing Cody Gakpo out the team, bro? Like, I've seen starting 11, and I've seen Ekitike on the left. I've seen starting 11s, and you know when they do it on what's it called? The one we use, man, to do the team lineups and squad builder. Yeah, squad builder. And you can put the sub player and the starting player.
Yeah.
He's not even the sub player. Like, what? Why are we just done with Cody Gakpo in the team? Like, why is he just now not the guy that we want and think that he's good enough to be a part of Liverpool Football Club?
I don't know, man.
I don't expect you to have an answer to it, but I'm just.
There's a few people that I 100% know rate Cody, but don't rate him to like the level everyone else does. So for those people, nothing's changed with them. They already thought that. They would always want Diaz to play over him all the time. Yeah, Scraps is one of them. Scraps has always been like that about Cody, so nothing's changed it. For the other people, I think the shiny new toys are in, and it's a fresh thing, and they've seen Rio in it. And the style of Rio is way more exciting. But when you saw the efficiency of Cody last season and him step up, he did his job, bro. He did his job, and he was definitely like. I don't want to say we wouldn't have won the league without Cody, but he's definitely a massive part to winning the league. So, yeah, I just feel like I think a lot of people already feel like he's already a sub-type player, and if I can get a left winger better than him, then he can just be a sub. They'll be fine keeping him at the club as long as he's a sub, but they don't want him as the number one. And now that Diaz is gone, he's the number one, and they don't like it. Whereas me, my only problem I've ever had with Cody is just him ghosting some games. Never his ability on the ball. There's nothing on the ball he can't do. And I rated Cody before he got here, but I've seen games when he's very quiet, like he's just chilling on the left wing and nothing's going on. And that was the difference between, obviously Diaz was my favorite Liverpool player, but like the difference between him and Diaz is if Diaz isn't contributing in the game when it comes to goals and assists, he's doing way more stuff, way more other stuff. Whereas sometimes you've left the pitch and gone, what? Like you go to the play rating and you don't even know what to say about Cody. It's like, what did he do? That's the problem. But I like him. I wouldn't get rid of Cody or anything like that. But
yeah, it just feels like we like what I've seen in terms of people's lineups and stuff like that. Just by the way you could hear them speak about him and stuff. But everything you said, I agree. Just the fact that sometimes you just go missing in it, bro, and we can't have that because we've seen the games when he's on it.
Now when he's on it, bro. Like he's definitely when he's on it, he's definitely a major contribution to everything we do. Whether it's it's great in cups for us anyway. I know that much.
Yeah,
only one of the better ones. And then in the Premier, he was great for us as well. I think someone just said about like 95% of the time you don't run the lines. See, with that, if you're frustrated over that, I get it, but that's definitely an instruction, bro. That's definitely an instruction. But the problem is like that's what I said about the tactics. I don't like it because if man's cutting in, just go and watch Cody where he plays anyway. He hardly runs the lines anyway, depending on how he's playing the game. So if you've got like you got your left back tucking in and you've got your left winger tucking in, then what the fuck's going on the wing?
I'll tell you one move, when we were in the last friendly and we went on a counter attack, he picked up on the left and he drove. And then I remember Kirke's like making a darting run and he overlapped him. Cody reversed it to him, he crossed it, Ekitike nodded it down. Cody obviously carried on his run into the run and then hit the volley and the keeper made a good save. I'm like, that can happen, but you're right. Tactically, sometimes we're doing the inverted run from the foot, but Cody's natural game is to check inside. Cutting and shoot. So if you're gonna take away from his natural game, like that means you're gonna do this inside run. You have to add to his game, which is give him an overlapping run, which will then create the space.
That's why I think you'll see a better version of him this season because last season Slot was telling Robbo to do the same thing to tuck in, and it's like no, Robbo's game is to go. Robbo don't want to be in the 10 position. The best Robbo you've ever got is overlapping and crossing the ball in.
And crossing the ball in,
what you're going to get from Kirkers now with more energy and younger legs. So now Cody has the option. When I cut in, I can either shoot, and we all know when he's on it, that's the guy I want to shoot, Cody. So you cut in and shoot, or cut in and reverse pass what you just said to the person whoever's left back. And then they slot the ball across. It's a very simple game, but sometimes people have to see the stuff that people didn't like about him in the last game was down to him. His touch was off. This was happening. We're trying to transition and you made a bad pass. That's fine. The stuff when it comes to positioning and that's the manager, bro. Because if it wasn't the manager, then why is the manager still playing him? You're basically telling her that our manager's stupid and it doesn't matter how many times Gakpo cuts in and fails. He's just going to keep going with it. No, he's told him to do that, bro. That's football, bro. Why do you think Salah doesn't overlap? If the manager wanted Salah to overlap, then he would tell Salah, you need to overlap.
Yeah, Salah would.
Yeah. So like, it's not one rule for Salah. If Salah cuts in all the time, innit?
Yeah.
Cody cuts in all the time. What's the difference? You just like Salah more, bro. They're both doing the same thing. Salah runs into shins too, bro. But now you got Frimpong and Kirker, so I think at this point, give man a chance, innit?
Yeah, do the overlapping runs, and I think you'll get I think give them both on both wings. Give them two fullbacks that's not doing the underlap, but you give them overlap. I think we create a hell of a lot more chances in the games. We create chances now anyway. Yeah. But I think doing that, it frees them up to get the shot away without 3 defenders around them or 2 defenders. They actually free them up to maybe it's a 1v1 and I shift it past him and get the shot. But now, because the guy's standing inside like, oh, you're going to lay it to me. And then what you're going to see is lay it to him. Then that same guy has to then pull wide again to receive the ball. Yeah. Everything's broken down. Where if you just made a run on the outside and you cut inside, reverse pass, frees up everyone across the box.
The best Cody is direct Cody, innit? Cody is trying to like do something what's abnormal to him is not right. You see it for Netherlands, see it for Liverpool. When he's direct and he's running with the ball, driving with it, and he's made his mind up, that's the best Cody. So for me, I don't have a problem with him in that. And like if it's him and Rio that we're going to run, we're fine because I believe in Rio anyway. So if Rio's going to force my man to be better, then yeah, that's a good thing. And so if you're not going to be better, then we'll just play Rio, and that's a good thing also. I'm not mad at it.
Nah, fairs. All right, guys. Listen, I'll get you guys. If you want to throw some questions in the chat, we'll answer a few, and then we'll head out. But big up and shout out to everyone that's been locked in on the stream. And I know we had quite a few topics to kind of go through. But yeah, there were just interesting topics I saw, and I thought, why not bring it to you guys? Obviously, we spoke about the transfer stuff, so I think it's just a waiting game now. It's just a waiting game. Let's say they've told us 24 hours now, so let's see if the big boy journals are right about this. 24 hours, we should have 2 centre backs, and we just have to wait and see the Isak stuff. What's going on with him? Well, one thing we do know, the guy wants to leave. Like we know this to be a fact. But if you haven't already, smash the like button as well. But shout out to Match Bingo as well, guys. Obviously, they're the ones sponsoring the show for today. If you haven't already, have a go at it. Scan the QR code or click the link in the that's pinned at the top of the chat or in the description. Have a go at it, man. But obviously, gamble responsibly, bro. Let's not do the madness. You already know. Give it a go. See what you think. How much is Leoni? Is that the first question, or have I missed one? I'll come back to that. How much? 30 mil with 5 million add-ons. That's what it is at the moment. And do you see a situation where Isak stays at Newcastle? Not after we saw. I'll go back to this one, bro. Whoa, not after we saw this. I don't know. Burning the shirt. That's like the sign of everything done. That's like this. That symbolizes you done at a football club for me, bro. Like once you start burning shirts, bro. It's mad. What about yourself? Do you see man staying?
It's possible. It's possible. I've seen man come back with the tails between the leg and do the interviews. I'm sorry and that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just going to apologize.
Sorry to the fans. I didn't meet like.
You know one thing about football fans, bro. Nothing's going to change. Score a goal in your first game against Villa on the weekend, and all of a sudden, nobody cares, bro.
Or score against us. If he scores, say he stays and scores against us, I think that's the only way he wins them over.
If he scores against us and does the them man, brother, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I want to fight now. Now I want to fight. Now, yeah, because you wanted to come to us. Now you're telling us that we're some waste man and that. No, we ain't gonna do that. Yeah, seen that earlier. Appreciate you throwing that in there as well. Man says I'm trying to blind the view. Now, man, sometimes you need a bit of sunlight in your life.
You know what, bro? It's intrusive thoughts, bro. I actually did that on purpose, bro. I'm sorry, man. I can't help, bro. Like, shit happened, bro. My brain fucked, bro. Sometimes shit happens. I actually was sitting there thinking, wonder if I
could. Hey, that's crazy. Still,
I used to do it my video, my intros as well. I used to shout right at the beginning because I knew people had headphones on, so I'd shout as loud as I can for my intro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a mad guy still. AR, would you rate this as our best transfer window, even without Isak? From players that I like, yeah, but I did like the one with the midfielders as well when we got McAllister, Gravenberch, and Sobo. I really like that one, and Endo as well when they came in. I like the Alisson and well, they weren't the same window, were they? They was like that was within the same year. So one was January, one was in the summer. But yeah, maybe I'd say yeah. I think probably if you ask everyone, yeah, I'd probably because you signed what?
It's the best transfer window, but if it's my opinion, my best transfer window was when we got Thiago, and we didn't even buy anyone. But it's because it's Thiago.
Yeah.
Because obviously all the other players, like, I mean, maybe when we got Torres as well. But yeah, man, it's Thiago in it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Question: would you think about Sobo? Do you rate him? Yeah, rate Sobo as a footballer.
Yeah.
Just think you have to find the right system for a minute. Stop making him babysit everyone, bro. I get it, man. He did in the 10, he was looking a bit shaky still. I get it. I hear it. But in the deep line role, I think like give him the box stuff. I think you'll see the best of him as well.
I think so.
But it depends on what you like. If you want him, if you're going to solely rate him on goals and assists, obviously in the 10, that's what you'd want, goals and assists. I don't remember his numbers he got there. But it's not like he did nothing in it. Because I feel like, I'm not saying you're saying this, Abdul, in terms of, but I feel like everyone says he did nothing. But I'm like, if you had him doing nothing, apparently Diaz and Gakpo did nothing. I don't see how you win the Premier League if you had 3 players in your team, and our strikers included, didn't do nothing. I don't think you win a Premier League with players doing nothing. I think everyone did a role, but it might not have been what you would want them to do, if that makes sense, or what you expect them to do because of the position they're in, which is fair at times, because if you think someone's in the 10, you expect goals and assists. But I feel like you'll see a better player in a more deeper role.
I agree.
For me.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly said, I missed your question, my guy. My bad, bro. You might have to just resend it. Maybe shorten it down and resend it again. There's been bare comments still. I can't lie, bro. My bad, bro. Big up to you as well, man. Are we repeating? Is that repeating what? The Prem? Win it again? He's talking about Liz. That's what you're asking. I hope so. I would think so with the signings we've made. I think we've upgraded our left back position, but we've also kept Robbo, which helps massively from a senior standpoint. Right back, I think we're in a good position as well. Obviously, you've lost the creativity of Trent, but it is what it is. You'll get something different from the other 2 right backs. I think you've then executed and got one of the best 10s in the world. So you got more creation there as well. And he's a goal scorer as well, man, given the chance as well. If you go and get Isak in there, you've upgraded the striking position. You've got Ekitike, which you've pretty much done so as well. And then you go and get Mark Guehi and Leoni. I think you're in perfect position then, because now you've got cover everywhere, but you've also got quality. So I think we're in a good position to go and win again, 100%. Do we need a CDM like Belaba or Edison or Stiller? I don't think we need one like a Stiller. I think we need probably like a Belaba and Edison.
Yeah, and his Waters as well, so you can't play for Liverpool. That's the cleft lip you, bro. He looks all deformed and that. The mutant, you can't play for Liverpool, bro.
The mutant, that's mad, you know.
We need to sell shirts, blood. He can't play for us.
No, but maybe no one buys his shirt. Nah, but you would though, because obviously if he's cooking, you'd buy his shirt.
Not with that lip. Maybe you put the number on there, no name, but Edison and Belaba, we'll get either of them, get them either.
Is Belaba like a destroyer though?
I don't care, blood. He's cold, bruv.
I know he's cold, but I feel like when us as Liverpool fans have conversation about we need a DM, I don't look at, is he a DM though?
Nah, he's everything, bruv.
Is he everything in one?
He's everything, bruv.
All right, say less.
You know, like that. If man them like Caicedo, yeah, don't even get me started, bruv. Because he's got more to him. Yeah, I mean, Belaba's cold, bruv. That's a cold youth, blood. You know what I mean? And then you already know Edison's for fellas and that.
I think Edison would be mad enough. What, just engine and power and just
smash man up, boy.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Let's see what we end up getting, man. What about the double signing? What I spoke about it, man. The double signing is Mark Guehi and Leoni. 24 hours. Billy will have them in our team. That's what the journals are saying. Don't quote me, blood. I'm only repeating what they told me. But he's an Italian defender. Should be good, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much on it.
I don't know. It feels like a question that was loaded, bruv. Like, if we say, yeah, it's good.
No, because you're saying, like, Italian defenders they're supposed to be good in it. So it's like, yeah.
I don't feel like that's how it's said, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like a man go, yeah, it's good. He'll turn around and say, nah, man, Savage and Edge told me he was good still because he's Italian.
No, I don't know if it's, I don't know, like I said. Man.
Question, not comparing the two, but why is it okay for Mo to stink up the place and score and assist and get mad praise, but Cody does the same?
We know why.
He gets crucified.
We know why. He's Mo.
He's Mo. Answer. I can't even give you a different answer, bro. It's just because he's Mo. Which shouldn't be the case.
I think honestly, I think you know the answer to that yourself, bro. Mo's been cooking for Liverpool for nearly a decade, and so obviously, man, them try and do the lie to himself. Well, I'm not doing no money in the bank thing. It is what it is. Everything's a new season, but there's always going to be money in the bank when it's Mo or Virgil or any of them, man, bro. Because they've given us so much stuff already. So that's the reason, man.
But have they given us so much, though? Really?
Fucking Virgil and Mo, of course they have. Don't troll, bro. Of course they have, bro.
There's sometimes the journals have to ask certain questions.
Yeah, I hear it. Piers Morgan and that.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to ask, man, to see. But guys, listen, we'll wrap it up there. Appreciate you guys throwing your questions in as well. In terms of what's coming up on the channel, what's coming up? Hopefully, if I might have another stream today. Hopefully, I would say I want to do the season prediction. Because I know I'm not going to have enough time to do it before we kick off the season. And I think ideally you want to get it done before the season kicks off. You could potentially do two. You could do one where you go, okay, and then one after the transfer window is kind of closed. So we could do a shorter version and then do the more extended version after the transfer window. But ideally, I want to get one before the season starts, because most people are going to tell you that they said Liverpool to win the league last season when they didn't, and they joined the bandwagon after. We'll let you know early, bruv, what we think and where we think some of these teams are going to place as well, man. But yeah, we'll see, man. But guys, listen, as always, man, love for the love. Big up, Sav. Appreciate you, bro.
No, man.
Savage's link to his channels in the title, guys. So go over there and subscribe as well. Do that great stuff because that's where we'll be doing the watch alongs as well. And are we bringing back just a quick one? Are we bringing back the Hangover? Just off my head, like, well, because the Premier League's around the corner still. I ain't gonna let Hangover, like.
I don't know.
Don't want to give you more work, Sav. I know, but I know why. But the Hangover concept is one of the best concepts out there, and I enjoy. I'm just talking about maybe I'm doing the selfish thing. What I want.
You are doing the selfish thing.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know, man. I think about it, but I think about it.
Bring back the quiz. You know what? I did put a poll out. You know, it's mad here because my son was like, "Oh, did you see the poll? 70% said you should bring the thing back." I said, "I didn't even check, bro. Threw the poll out there. Should I bring the quiz back?" And I will. So what I'm gonna do, guys, yeah, there's two ways I'm gonna do it. One way, I'm gonna ask the guys if they're available to do it. If not, I will run it and allow you guys in the chat to take part in it. And I think that's the two ways I'm gonna do the quiz. So if the guys say they're not free and they don't want to do it, I'm going to run it anyway, and you guys can take part. But for you guys to take part, you're going to need two devices. You obviously one to watch and one to take part because it's on Kahoot. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then my son tried to tell me, "Oh, you should do two, you know. You should do two a week." I said, "Listen, big man, are you the one doing YouTube or am I doing it? Like, what do you mean I need to do two?" So,
yeah, man, saying pro clubs as well. Yeah.
26 is out soon, innit? And I think that's when we'll do it. We'll do the live ones as well. No, honestly, bro, I've got so much stuff I want to do, but it's down to the guys because if I'm just on there on my ones, I can't play pro clubs on my ones. That's for sure.
If you want, if one of you man super chat me the price of EA, even if it's on End's stream, I'll make him give it me, bro, because it's online, bro. If one of you like super chat me that, in fact, one of you like can buy me the game and give me the code on it. And once you do that, you know what I mean? That's the least you can do if you want content for the rest of the year.
There you go. Then. So Sam said he'll be on the pro clubs team if one of you guys sort him out pro clubs, the game itself. But yeah, I want to do pro clubs, but I can't play it on my own. And I've been telling Matt to join the team as well because he keeps talking about FIFA and that. But you know what pro clubs does, guys? It sorts you out your footballing IQ, I reckon, as well. You know, I think it sorts the good players from the bad. And I know it's a football game, and I know we joke and laugh about it as well. That man are playing too much FIFA and too much football managers and stuff like that. But when you play pro clubs and you have to control your own player, you see how well people understand their role within a team and see if they actually watch football, what is expected from a player in that position. Start to see man start doing madness. They'll be like, "Oh, I didn't even know where my player was." What do you mean you don't know where your player was? He's running off.
Certain man like you guys getting exposed on that game, boy.
So yeah, that's part of it. So we got that. You got pro clubs. You got the quiz to come back in as well. I'm definitely gonna add it back, guys. Don't worry about that. And now I've seen the vote. Well, my son made it clear to me the votes are there. You need to go and check it. So I will go and check the votes, and I'll give you guys what you've asked for. As I said, if the guys are not available, I'll run it.
I can't like this and that. Hey, Liz, I love you, man. You know what time it is, bro? Hey, 64 more pounds to go. Because about 69 quid. 64 more pounds to go. I swear to God. But man, if you like sending the super chats and ends don't, if you like those super clubs, ends stole the money, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you.
And said ends is the one who stole the money. No, if you guys do it, big up, shout out to Liz. Liz is doing it. So that means I got to transfer Sam at least a $5 of it. Well,
yeah, man. Go fund me for Sam that, bro. You get me? Go fund me,
because it's dollars though, Sam. We need to work out the.
Look at you, bro. Look at this FSGU, blood.
No, we got to work out the currency.
I said it's £3.65 and that, bro. Look
yeah,
at
if it's no, because the exchange rate when it transfers over, the tax comes off. Then we got okay, it might be even less than that because once the tax come off of it, then we didn't have to do the conversion rate.
You got to take their cut as well,
and then we can't then do the conversion rate.
That's about £1.12 split. That's yo, YouTube be fleecing, man. You know, YouTube are dark. You know, man. I hear the chat sometimes. Oh yeah, man, they've been killing it with the super chats. You think? You think? Two men have to divide it up 7 ways, blood. Google take a bit. No.
Then the tax because you're not an American.
Yeah,
so
bro. VAT, blood.
Yeah,
and then, bro. YouTube take their 45%. It's long.
So Liz, I appreciate you, but I'll give Sav the £1.12.
Now keep it. But if it gets up to the fund though, I need that game, blood. So
I'll put that in the fund of Savage. That's what I'll do. So what do we need? 65, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. All of that.
Okay, so 65 more. We'll go from there. Guys, if you any more, we'll take the tax off. Obviously,
right, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I'll make more because the entertainment from playing the game will make the money back. You're right, man. Right? So,
okay. No, because I don't understand. I don't think you guys understand. Like, you guys are seeing old videos, but obviously we've had loads of new subscribers, so the guys have been rocking from day one. You guys have seen some of the stuff, but I feel like with this group of players we have now, I think this will be hilarious as shit. I can't even lie because things are said.
I think I'm some cheap whore, you know. You think I'm some whore, blood? Man's there, run that. Yeah, I mean.
So shout out to Hakeem, big up for the supers. So is that now? But that's for the hangover, you said.
That's for the hangover. It's not even.
So you have to run the hangover. That's like.
Nah, bro. Man, them think I'm a hooker, bro.
Nah, Sam. No one's thinking you're cheap.
Man sent Swedish kroner and that, blood. His man Isak, blood.
Man said about Isak.
Nah, man. I hear it though. Yeah.
Hey, honestly, relax. We ain't in Hollywood yet. But Liz, shout out to you, shout out to Hakeem for the super.
Nah, wait. That's the darkest comment. Who called me bottle girl Sam? That's the darkest comment I've ever seen.
Nah, the image of that is crazy.
Bottle girl Sam is crazy.
In the club, just like, yeah, do you want a drink? Let me talk. Hey, do you want a shot? Hey, nah,
because you know what you have to do is bottle girls are pouring vodka into man's mouth and that. I used to do topless waitressing though. I used to do the topless thing with the bow tie and that. Yeah, man. Dark times still. Dark times.
Oh, we do need another sit down, Sav, because but Sav, if we do another sit down, I think we have to do it live, but also I feel like if we do it live, there's no chance of editing stuff out. That's the only problem in doing it live, like doing the actual the sit down live, because we do need a second part to our interview.
You know what it is, bro. I'm trying to learn how to think what I say before I say stuff in it. But
yeah, because you don't filter nothing out.
Yeah, man. We can do it. We can do it.
But how do we edit stuff out? You can't edit nothing out from a live, bro. Do I need like a beat thing, or I get like a sound?
Yeah, you might
play it when I hear like you're gonna say something, like play a video or something quick, like hover it and go. I'm press it because it's mad. But yeah, listen. Shout out to the people. Love for the love. Maybe back later, maybe not. Maybe back in an hour. I don't know yet, man. Let me see how I feel once I finish doing this video and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, man, appreciate the support as always. And then yeah, man, catch you guys in a bit, man. Peace.
Peace.